Welcome everybody, we are at Founder World in San Francisco. I am joined by Michael, the CEO and co-founder of HomeSwipe. Michael, thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So let's start with, what is HomeSwipe?
HomeSwipe is an apartment renting platform, and it helps people find their apartment in a much easier way. Right now we're just in New York City, but we set out with the goal of taking this overwhelming process and just breaking it down into a really simple step-by-step process.
Okay. And so, you're competing with things like Craigslist or whatever, big, massive listing, MLS, things like that. What's the difference? What's the difference in the experience between your app and what they're doing?
It's really reimagining the fundamentals that go into it, the inputs, meaning our app is very much focused on taking that large data set of apartment rentals and breaking it down into bite-sized, just actionable pieces. So it looks kind of like Tinder. You would swipe left to skip and then swipe right to favorite or chat on it. And it's really simple, but that kind of card swipe UI is actually very powerful.
Right.
You could take a large data set and mull it down into simple yes/no decisions.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So obviously you're dealing with search, probably a lot of technical challenges that come along with that. Any in particular that stuck out as you kind of go through that process?
There's a lot of technical challenges. I mean, we've made our fair share of mistakes. I'm actually the CEO. I'm technical, but not even near
not
as
working
much as
on the code.
Exactly, as much as my CTO.
Yeah.
And it's just what I've learned from my CTO's yelling is that joins are very important. So we thought we'd get away with MongoDB and having that kind of database, but we ended up using Postgres, and we've rewritten the back end a few times, and we've made our fair share of mistakes. But real estate data is very verbose, and a lot of it's just XML feeds of just verbose data. This legacy data that I had no idea that we'd be putting up with.
Sure.
So it's been interesting.
Interesting. That's pretty cool. So you were speaking today at Founder World. What was it that you were speaking about? What's the message you were trying to get across?
So we're just on a panel about how important talent is, and really just going up against rejection and breaking through.
Right. Because
it was just a bunch of founders. We were on a panel and we were discussing how really the challenges of becoming a founder and then going through with that. But my goal was really to deliver a message of perseverance and of pushing through. Because even if you hear no 100 times, you just need one yes to really make that breakthrough progress.
Right.
So it's really that perseverance that matters.
Yeah, very cool. So you came from New York, I assume, because you're based out of there.
Yep, so I'm based in New York.
Yeah, still based in New York. So what made you come to Founder World? Like, why Founder World?
It was just an incredible opportunity. And the little success that I've had thus far, the little opportunities for success I've had, have come from just really interesting environments like Founder World.
Right.
Environments where there's just a huge density of people that are in the same space, thinking the same way, and it yields opportunity. Events like Founder World always yield opportunity.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's been great. It's been a great atmosphere.
Yeah.
So, as you walk around today, as you look at the booth, there's like all sorts of different types of technologies, from robots kind of going around outside to VR to everything's here. Is there anything other than what you're working on that excites you kind of for the future of tech?
There's a lot. It's just everything is so cool. It's just a lot of people nowadays they're kind of letting go of this idea of limits, and they've started reimagining what technology is to the day-to-day. So like Nightscope, the little robots that are running around outside that people are taking selfies with.
Yeah.
It's incredible to think that a robot can actually replace to be a much better replacement to the security guard.
Yeah.
It's kind of wonky, but it's this crazy enough idea that's still attainable. So what excites me is that a lot of people have crazy ideas nowadays, but they still feel attainable. They're like, oh, well, that could actually happen. And self-driving cars, 30 years ago, it was just a dream.
Yeah.
Or Back to the Future Day was funny because a lot of the things that we've had that were present in Back to the Future, we actually have today, or some form of.
That's right.
So it's incredible.
That's pretty cool. Awesome. So speaking of technology, what is your favorite Google technology?
So, I mean, there's a lot of amazing things that Google does. Search is a big one because it's like the back end of my mind.
Right.
And then Maps is awesome too, but it's not as accessible for startups yet.
Right.
So that'd be very cool if Maps was.
That's something we could take back to the Maps team.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Michael, it was great for you to join me, so thank you very much.
Cool, thanks for having me.
And thank you for joining me. We're at Founders World in San Francisco, and I'm Kory.